Very good morning to one and all. This is Ramesh, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Anurag Engineering College, Kodada. Yes, today we have to discuss the Module 1 belongs to a automation in manufacturing system. In this particular Module 1, we will discuss the what is mean by automation, what are the types of the automation, what strategies we have to apply in automation, in this particular automations, how to use it in a automations view, what is the production system, and what are the facilities we have to use in industry, and how to manufacturing support should be applied for a automation in manufacturing system. These concepts we have to discuss in today module. We will move to the module 1 belongs to a production system. See here, before going to discuss that automation, first we concentrate on a production system. What is mean by production system? Production system is nothing but it is a collection of people, equipment and procedure organized to perform the manufacturing operations to the company. It is a collection of people's equipment and procedure organized in that particular industry. That's considered as a production system. In this production system should be considered as a some view belongs to a facilities and some view considered as a manufacturing support system. Okay, facilities and somewhere should be considered as a manufacturing support system. So here the facilities of production system consists of the maybe factory equipment is organized in that particular industry. So here this production system should be considered as manufacturing support system and facilities. So facilities should be considered as only factory equipment. In factory facilities we need as a sum of the equipments, and we have to require the labors and to utilize the transferring systems. All these things we have to need as a facilities. That facilities consider in the manufacturing support units. In that particular manufacturing should be considered as a three categories. In manufacturing, to do the manufacturing of the components by using the manual power to get the object. By using the manpower will get the object, and similarly in manpower they may be used as a sum of the hand tools. By using the hand tools with collaborating with the manpower, that we can use the sum of the tools to get the finished product. That's considered as a manual workstations. And second category in manufacturing support system, they may be considered as worker and machine system. It is some of the component we can do by using the machine with help of man. The combination should be observed related to worker machine system. In this particular one, starting the work in it and where the work is under process. After that process, we will get the finished object. And they should be considered as a worker machine system. And the third category should be considered as automation system. There should be considered here periodic worker attentions we have to need, and the next category should be considered as a automations. These particular periodics and automations, with help of this particular one, to get the product should be completed. These three parameters should be observed in a manufacturing support system. Next one is these are the flowchart of manufacturing support system. In this particular flowchart, we are considering the four categories. Those four categories we have to involve in a production facility system. That production facility systems belongs to a company organized, company equipment. In this particular one, four departments should be acting. Those four to consider as a product design, manufacturing planning, manufacturing control, and business function is fourth one. In these four activities, initially the customer order it will be taking based on the requirement, customer order requirement, it will be taking the orders from the customer, apply the four categories. Finally, based on customer order, we have to satisfy the component we can deliver to customer. This is indication for a exactly manufacturing support system. Here in that particular design production system, in designer's system, to design the component by using the software, some of the mechanical softwares, that's maybe CAD, CAM, or ANSYS, CATIA, Ruby. By using that particular entire mechanical software using to get the exactly geometrical modeling of the object. Okay, that belongs to exactly design categories. And in this particular design categories, we need to analyzing the object and to evaluating, and finally we will get the one of the drafting that belongs to a design. After completion of that particular design, we can transfer into the manufacturing planning department. There should be considered as a to get that particular manufacturing, how much cost should be required, and estimation of the cost should be considered related to in this particular one, and how to finalize that particular MRP for that particular product. All these things we will consider as a manufacturing planning department. After that, it will be transferred into the manufacturing control system. There should be considered here from number of workstations should be considered. Each workstation's number of operations it will be going on, each workstations. At that one, to control all the workstations, these departments should be considered, control that entire concept. This is the view should be considered related to in this particular manufacturing control. After one, it will be transferred into the business functions. There should be considered the main role for that particular business functions. It will be taking the order from the customer. After finishing the goods or product, it will be delivery to the customer based on the all these things, maybe quotation of the product, or finally will billing, accounting, all these things coming to the in this particular business functional. These are the manufacturing flow information should be observed related to production system. Why we are considering the manufacturing support in present, what is the main role for that particular automation? To increase the quality of the product and to decrease labor cost and to get the quality of the product. These are the main roles for using the automations. In this particular automations, some of the basic elements we have to need, okay, to operating that equipment, whatever may be automations, may be considered as sensors, and different types of sensors we have to use it in automations, and somewhere should be considered as a actuators, and some of the ways we are taking as a material handling supporting system. In this particular material handling supporting system should be considered as a number of equipments. That equipment should be considered as a powered, non-powered categories related, and conveyors related, cranes and hoist related. All these things we have to consider related to automated guided vehicle systems also. Generally we are taking belongs to a automations. This completely entirely depends on a some view sensors and actuators. Yes, next one I am going to discuss the what are the types of the automation. Already we have discussed what is the main role for automation. Means the main role is automations. Why we are using in present days? Generally to increase the production cycle, to minimize the production cycle time, and to get the quality of the product, means accuracy, and to minimize the labor cost. That's purpose generally automation should be implemented nowadays. Regarding to that particular role, we have to consider as a three types. One is the fixed automation, second one is the programmable automation, third one is the flexible automation. In this particular fixed automation, this is sometimes is called as a hard automations. In fixed automations, they have to consider as a number of operations are fixed. For example, we can take to making the internal threading on hole. So we need initially we can make the drill after boring operation, next one counter boring, counter sinking, after that internal threading. These are the 5 operations should be considered. Each operations we can do only one workstations now. At that situations, each operations at each workstations it will be going to done. At that one, those operations belongs to a fix. That's considered as a fixed automation. Sometimes it's called as a hard automation. There should be considered as we are not required the more number of quantity. In this particular automations, variety of the quantity we have to not produce large here. Only similar quantity of the object we have to produce in very less time. This is the main concept for a fixed automation. This is suitable for lean production system. Next one we are considering here programmable automation. Sometimes it's called as a soft automation. What is mean by here programmable? Programmable automation is nothing but the sequence of operations it will be going to change. And initially the sequence operations here fixed, but here coming to the those operations it will be going to change. We can do exactly after drill, we can do the exactly directly, we can go to the internal threading. That concept should be considered related to soft automation. In programmable, the sequence of operations it will be going to change. At that one, less number of operations we have to do. When we have to taking the less number of operations, the variety of the product it will be going to increase. Same quantity we are not getting in this particular programmable automation. These are the actually these programmable automations applicable for a batch production system. And a similar quantity we can do more here in this particular concept. And next third one, we are consider third type of automations belongs to a flexible automations. Flexible automations is considered defined as it is an extension of programmable automations. In programmable, we can change the sequence of operations. Maybe we have to apply more than 5 or more than 3, less than 3. We will consider inflexible. Flexible means the extension of the programmable automation. Okay, in this particular flexible automation, large amount of variety of product should be manufacturing more here, but quantity should be considered very less. This is the main role for a flexible automation, and this is mostly suitable for exactly lean mass production system. Generally it will be suitable for a mass production system. Okay, these are the types of automation. Thank you. We'll discuss in next module related to automation flow line. Thank you.